Here in this video we are going to revise the chapter in short. Already this chapter is studied. This is for the revision purpose only. Work and energy. Work is said to be done if the force is applied and the object is displaced in the direction of the force. The formula for the work is W is equal to F into S. Sometimes maybe F is not given to you directly, but you can find out F is equal to M into A into S. So both these formula you can apply for the numerical problems. Work is a scalar quantity, though F and S both are force and displacement, both are the vector quantities, but W, that is work, is a scalar. Its units are SI unit, that is joule, and other bigger units are kilojoule and megajoule. Kilojoule means thousands of the joule, megajoule means 10 to the power 6 joules. Work can be positive, negative, or it can be zero when the force is applied and the displacement in the direction of the force, the work is positive. If the displacement direction and the force direction, they are opposite to each other, then it will be a negative. For example, friction force is always directing in the opposite direction of the motion, and hence the work done by the frictional force is negative. Work done will be zero. Now from this formula you can see, if any one of the quantity, force or displacement is zero, then the work done is zero. Or in a case, if force and displacement, they are perpendicular to each other, then the work done will be zero. Okay. For example, the horizontal load is carried in a horizontal direction, and we know that direction of the gravitational force is down directing towards the center of the earth, and hence the force and the displacement, in this case it will be perpendicular, and hence no work will be done, or work done will be zero in that case. Energy is nothing but capacity to do work. How much is the work done, that much is the energy is transferred. Okay, so work and energy both are both will have the same units. Energy will have the same units as that of the work that we have already seen. Okay, it's a commercial unit is different, that is kilowatt hour. Okay, why it is kilowatt hour? Kilowatt is the bigger unit of a power that we are going to study here. See here, okay. Kilowatt hour, it means 60 into 60. Okay, hours we have converted into a second, and kilowatt that we have converted into a watt, that will be equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Now, in this chapter, we have studied the different forms of energy. Out of that, the mechanical energy, we have studied it in detail. These are the different forms of energy. Not only this, but there are so many others that I have not shown you here. Okay. Now here, the mechanical energy, we have studied it. Mechanical energy, it can be a kinetic energy or it can be a potential energy. The energy which is possessed by an object due to its motion, that will be a kinetic energy. Okay, now as here the motion is involved, velocity we have to take into consideration, and here's the kinetic energy you will get, that is equal to half m v square minus u square. If the initial velocity is 0, then in that case kinetic energy will be equal to half mv square. If the problem will be given in which the velocity is changing, then you can find out the kinetic energy by this formula. Okay, if it is starting from rest, then you can find out the kinetic energy using this formula. Now from this formula we can see that kinetic energy is directly proportional to the mass. Okay, it means mass is increasing how many times, that much times the kinetic energy will also increase. It is directly proportional to the square of the velocity. It means change in velocity, if it is double, then kinetic energy will be 4 times. If the velocity is half, then kinetic energy will be 1/4 times. Okay, that will be the relation. Now here the potential energy, it is the energy possessed by an object due to its position or due to its configuration. Okay, position means if it is at a higher position, more potential energy it will possess, and hence the height is taken into consideration. So potential energy is equal to mgh, where m is the mass of the object, h is the height at which it is, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. So here we can see that potential energy is directly proportional to the mass as well as it is directly proportional to the height at which the object is kept. So if the object is at a more height, okay, it is at a higher position, then potential energy will also be higher, and when it is falling, it means it is coming down, it means its height is decreasing, then potential energy should also decrease. Now then we have studied the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy neither be created nor destroyed, but one form of the energy can be converted into the other form in such a way that the total energy in the universe remains same, okay, conserved. Now just now I have said here, if the object is falling, then height is decreasing, it means its potential energy is decreasing. Now during the free fall, we can say that the potential energy is decreasing, but at the same time its kinetic energy is increasing, because object is coming towards the earth center, and hence its velocity will gradually increase. Due to the increase in velocity, its kinetic energy will increase. Now the last one we have seen, that is the power. Power, it is the rate of doing work. At what rate the work is done, that is a power. So power is the work done or the energy spent divided by time. Now work done means F into S, and S by T, it will represents the velocity. So force into velocity, that is the power. Unit of the power is, SI unit is watt. Okay, and bigger units are kilowatt, megawatt and horsepower. Kilowatt means 1000 watt, megawatt means 10 to the power 6 watt, and horsepower is 746 watt. Now from this formula we can see that if power is multiplied by the time, we will get the work or we will get the energy, and same formula we have used here, that is, this is the unit of the power multiplied unit of the time, that will give you the unit of the energy, means power multiplied by time will give you the energy, and this is the commercial unit of the energy that is used, that is kilowatt hour. This is nothing but the one unit, whatever the electricity we are consuming in units, that unit is the commercial unit.